Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Nur Dini Fikriyah Binti Januddin, and my program is Human Resource Development. Today, I want to present my final year project. Thank you to my supervisor that always guided me and my family who always support me to complete the thesis. The title is Evaluation of an Online Learning Due to COVID-19 Pandemic for Royal Malaysian Custom Department in Cebu. Content of presentation are included Chapter 1 until Chapter 3. In Chapter 1, there is background of study, problem statement, research objective, research question, research hypothesis, theoretical framework, definition of term, significance of study and limitations of study. In background of study, a study of technology transfer skills to strengthen entrepreneurship in a developing economy provided supporting evidence that organizations are seeking technological solutions to workplace problems. According to Valentino and Brudelin in 2008, the efficiency of online learning in organizations and businesses has also been examined by researchers. Development of a blended learning model to investigate learning satisfaction and productivity further improve the efficiency of online learning and blended learning. According to Sharp, Artino, Larson, and Chung-Hensey, studies investigated work satisfaction and assessed student satisfaction, learning efficiency, and faculty satisfaction. In problem statement, the modality of training in Malaysia workplace shifting to online learning as the Malaysian society become more technological depend due to COVID-19 issues. The analysis of the literature concluded that research on the receptiveness of employees to online learning is required as reflected in satisfaction with online learning workplace training. Research objective. First of all, to identify the satisfaction of employee when online training is used. Second, to determine the experience that employee gain from the online learning. Third, to investigate the technology aids in the progress of the process of online learning. Last but not least, to identify the challenges plaguing in the online learning process. Research question. First, please rate the level of satisfaction with online learning. Second, what experience that employee gain from the online learning? Third, how technology aids in the progress of the process of online learning? Fourth, what are the challenges plaguing in the online learning process? In this research, the hypotheses tested were there is no significant differences between level of satisfaction with online learning. Second, there is no significant difference between level of satisfaction with online learning and experience that employee gain from the online learning. Third, there is no significant difference in level of satisfaction with online learning and technology aids in the progress of the process of online learning. Fourth, there is no significant difference in level of satisfaction with online learning and the challenges plaguing in the online learning process. Theoretical framework. The fundamental foundational theories of this study emerge from authors in the fields of education, human resource, and psychology. According to Bloom's, in 1956, work-based learning theory is significant when applied to this study explicitly as regards the learning aspect of workplace training. Based on Maslow in 1943, whose work had a massive impact on the philosophies of human resource, provided the basis for the theory of learning essential for the emphasis of the study on workplace training. In definition of term, e-learning can be defined as self-directed learning activities supported through information and communication technologies. While online learning is a classification of distance education where instruction is located online. Receptiveness means a combination construct involve usage and presumed effectiveness. Satisfaction. Maslow argued that every drive is associated to the declare of satisfaction or dissatisfactions of other drive. Technology-mediated learning. The technology effect on all the learning scenarios. This term can include web-based or computer-based instruction, asynchronous or synchronous instruction, instructor-led or self-paced instruction, individual or team-based instruction. In 2006, Binti explained training is formal workplace learning. Therefore, training is learning that happens in the workplace or under the auspices of the workplace. The meaning of workplace is the present research is defined through the public sector of Malaysia in Cebu. Throughout significance of study, researchers continue to advocate further study in the field of technology-mediated online learning and workplace training. This online learning study in workplace training has implications for positive improvement in workforce training that may lead to improving the workforce economic stability. In this research, there are also limitations of study. First, in terms of research venue, an individual employed by the public sector who is work in Royal Malaysian Customs Department of Cebu. Second, in terms of cost, researcher will be using Google Form to reduce the production cost. In Chapter 2, which is literature review, I will explain about discussion of key issues related with titles, related theories or model that used, and discussion of relevant findings. The first key issue is level of satisfaction with online learning. Multiple frameworks interpret and measure level of satisfaction. According to research on the community of inquiry that define the involvement of social, cognitive, and teaching as central to the experience of trainees' learning, therefore the satisfactions of trainees. The second key issue is experience of online learning. Generally, experience of online learning will be affected outcome of gain knowledge, skills, and ability. The third key issue is technology aids in the progress of online learning. According to Alando and Attad, indicates that technology teaching is not a one-size-fits-all approach, as it relies on the type of technology in use at the time and also the content of the course being taught. This implies that the integration of technology generates additional factors for evaluation in context of teaching pedagogy and building learning experiences. Last but not least, challenges plugging in the online learning process. The online learning challenges refer to the training that requires trainees to properly understand and use the features and function of e-learning effectively. Based on Valerie and Lott in 2000, defined the three criteria required for efficient e-learning success, which are features of technologies, trainers, and trainees. Goal theory are related theories or model for these wishes. Goal theory became a particularly important theoretical framework in the study of academic motivation. This discussion will distinguish between the construct of goals and need. It is understood that the definitions of need to be anything necessary for an organism to survive. Whereas other motivation theories examine students' belief about their success and failures, goal orientation theories examine the reason why students engage in their academic work. Discussion of relevance finding. The title is God-Gifted Talent, Best Teacher and Best Schooling Outcome. The academic performance and student motivation is prerequisites for student accomplishment. The author is Hassan Afzal. This study attempts to identify the influence of student motivation on the academic performance. The second research is the purpose of the exploratory to assess the relative importance of a number of variables in predicting student. The author is Ghali Hassan. The study employed achievement goals theory to investigate student motivation in science. In Chapter 3, researchers explain about research design, population sample and sampling procedure, instrument, validity and reliability, ethical consideration, data collection procedure, and data analysis procedure. Researchers use cross-sectional survey in research design. Employees from Royal Malaysian Customs Department in Cebu are tested for this research. The researcher used simple random sampling. Close-ended questionnaire is used in this research. Cronbach alpha is used in validity and reliability. Responses are confidential. 50 employees are tested through questionnaire. Data analysis procedure is used by Pearson correlation, ANOVA, and t-test. Thank you. That's all for my presentation.